You guys, honestly speaking, like with all true honest, that day my African mom apologizes, or any African parent, a fish will climb a tree by itself. Hi, hey, whoa, hey. We need to open a university for them. I think a university to teach African parents how to say sorry, like say it from the mouth, like I'm sorry, like. I tell you the truth, black parents they never apologize at all. They never, like never. That's why I told you that day you hear your African mom apologizing, like typical, when I say not African, not just any African, like typical African, the day you hear them apologizing, a fish should climb a tree because they emphasize apologies a lot. Should you wrong your sibling and you don't apologize? Hey, should you wrong your sibling and you don't apologize, that is war. You have waged war. Ah, so what do you want to become in this family? Ah, so you are forced to say sorry, which I believe is quite a mistake. I think I'll discuss that some other time. Sometimes you're forced to say sorry even when you're not sorry. Oh, but apology is a must. You are taught to apologize, all forms of apology. If it means kneeling down, saying, I'm sorry. And when you say you're sorry, you should never do it again. But for them, they never apologize. Like, hey, never. But because there are those times, like I told you guys, for us, fighting in our home was punishable. So whether you're the one beaten or you're the one beating, it was punishable. So there are these scenarios whereby you're beaten, but you didn't do what you're accused of doing. And they after beating you, they realize, okay, you were innocent. Okay? You were not among the group that wronged, but still having an apology. Hey, and you can't ask for it, by the way. You how? How do you ask an apology from an African mom? Maybe I need to go and Google how to make a no. How can I make my African mom give me an apology? How? I think these black parents, African parents, I think they all went to the same master class, because what you find happening in Western Uganda will happen in Northern Uganda. Like, they are the same worldwide. The parents in Nigeria are the same parents in Uganda, in Kenya. And it's like African parents are the same. They went to the same university of parenting. Tell me, if you're in a different country, how often does your mom say sorry to you and it's a genuine apology? Hey, some of you will start thinking, when did she ever say? So that is a rare thing in an African home, and we can't blame them. Probably their parents were like that, but some this generation, I see parents, I think we've watched a lot of movies and as if I'm a parent too, but the parents these days have watched a lot of movies, so we find that, oh sorry boo boo, whoa, after disciplining their kids. So even recently, when I hold a conversation with my mom, like I bring that up, I'm like, but mom, do you know there are days you used to punish me when I was actually in wrong, and you realized I was in wrong, and you never apologized? And she's like, are you trying to question my the way I brought you up? I'm like, no, I'm not questioning. I'm good, I'm a disciplined girl. But do you know there are days you really punished me when I was innocent? It's like, then she will admit, huh? Yes, but because most of you girls were stubborn, if I did, but me, you admit there are days, so you wait for something like SORRY. Hey, she'll have an excuse. If I didn't punish you, you would do what they were doing. Like, but I didn't do it. No, 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 no. You have to. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Like, really? And you guys, it's not that they are okay. Some parents are brutal. Some parents are really brutal. But for me, where I grew up from, they're very loving parents, like very, very loving parents. I bring to you my mom, very loving parents. Now, most cases, if they realized this is how they apologize. If they realize they have wronged you, backed at you, or punished you for something you didn't do, this is how they actually apologize. They can't say sorry. I think that word is heavy. Maybe they think their teeth will fall out when they say, I'm sorry. Hey, this is how they apologize. My dad. Every time my dad caned you, every time my dad punished you, you be sure you're going to eat some sweets, some biscuits, orbit, chewing gum, those things, because they're the ones little kids like. So as he's going to the shop, he'll say, okay, come we go to the shop together because I'm not going to come back home. Come, I go, I buy the things, I give them to you, and then you take them back home. Then he'll also buy some special things for those he caned. If at all he caned you as a group or he caned you as one, he'll buy you everything you want. I want, what do you want? You reach the shop, it's like, what do you want? Then like that, I want biscuits, I want bowl, I want. They will buy it all. That is the apology, but not saying it. A verbal apology is nowhere. And if you will never know that it's an apology, but it will make you feel good and forget about what they did. Another way, if they realize they have wronged you, you can give me the ways your parents used to make it up to you, because this is not an apology. They try to make it up to you every time they punish you wrongly or they wronged you, and because they don't apologize, there is a way they always try to make up the thing. So another way they will do is bring up a conversation. You're gloomy, you're all annoyed. Remember, every time you're punished for something you didn't do, it is very hurting. So you'll be there. You, Erina, how is school? How is teacher so and so? They try to bring up a conversation. Then as you're conversing, that teacher, they will keep doing something, saying something fun or telling stories and all that, stories and stories, because they want you to be off that and be joyful again and all that. But I think a sorry would do. A sorry would do. And I think we need to open a university for them. I think a university to teach African parents how to say sorry, like say it from the mouth, like I'm sorry, like something like that. Because if you do not teach your heart in an African home how not to be offended, that's why it's very hard to offend an African. It's very hard. You've been offended by your parents, by your siblings, by everyone. Like offense is no more. It's no more offense. Like it's so we smell offense and we stay away from it. Like really, huh? Another thing they will do, they'll ask you, what do you want to eat? Hey, that is, they can't say sorry. It's just 5 letters. But they can't say it. But they say, what do you want to eat? You say, I want chicken. Because most cases, chicken is not something we eat on a daily in an African home. It is for special occasions when visitors come, public holidays like Christmas, Easter, or something like that. A Sunday, once in a while, a Sunday. So they'll ask you, what do you want to eat? So that time, you use that period to ask whatever you want. I want soda. Even soda was a rare thing. Soda is something you take on those special occasion. On those special occasions. So, like, I want soda. Soda. You, Esther, come and go and buy it for your sister soda. Then you buy one bottle of soda. Then they'll ask you to share it with all your siblings. Share it with all your siblings. You have to share. People who don't share are kids of Satan. Now, me, I used to do like this. I want chicken. Chicken is expensive, by the way. More so local birds. They're very expensive, but very high in nutrients, and yeah, not like these ones which are grown for a week and then taken to the market and all that. No. These ones are local breed, very rich in whatever they are rich in. The bones are hard. They are not chewable like those exotic birds. This another way. This is not even trying to make it up to you. They are not trying to make it up to you, but They're trying to be defensive. Okay, he or she knows they have punished you for something you didn't really do, you didn't entirely do, but they won't apologize. What they will do, they'll bring up something old. Even last time I sent you to the well, you didn't. You are becoming big-headed in this house. Go out and build your own. Then all of a sudden, it is off from what was happening to something of the past. But why all that? They just don't want to say sorry. They do not. I'd say if you are here and you have parents who are apologizing, please give them credit. But otherwise, for me, my mom, I've never had my dad apologize to me. My dad, and they are very lovely parents, by the way. These parents, I'm telling you, they are not brutal parents. They are not. They are not brutal. Even me, but we were stubborn at home. We were stubborn. That's why a proverb, spare the rod and spoil the child, will never go out of an African home. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Hey, it will never go out of an African home. And on top of that, after being punished for something you did rightly do, there is a custom. After every punishment, you have to say thank you. You have to appreciate the correction. Should you note that is punishable, then you're going to be guilty. First, you were not guilty, you were wrongfully punished, or you were wronged. But now, not appreciating the punishment. Thank you. You have to kneel down and be like, thank you, mommy, for correcting. And there are some proverbs you ask to recite before you're being punished. Do you think me, I'm raising rebels in this house? Am I raising rebels in this house? No, mom. A bad child? How is it translated? Will bring shame to the mother, and a good one will bring pride to the father. You want to bring shame to me? It's mostly African moms that are tough. It is mostly African moms that are tough. That you'll start giving examples of all kids that didn't listen to their parents. You see so and so? You see so and so? You want to be like so and so who's just fetching water in this village? They didn't go to school. It is because they were big-headed. I was correcting you. You have to listen. And the other time, oh my God, all things that you did in the past will come up. And you will not like it should you insist. So the best way is to thank you, mommy, for correcting me. And every time you wrong your parents, if you want to miss canes, you have to apologize. Mommy, I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. Please, mommy. They told you to fetch water. 5 jerrycans, you brought 2. Mommy, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Tomorrow I'll bring 10. You apologize. You are taught how to apologize. And once you apologize for something, we expect you never to do it. You don't apologize to just cover up things. We expect you to never do it. But the teacher of the apology never apologizes. That is the only area I find where African parents never lead by example. Okay, it is a do as I say, not as I do. In that is the only aspect where they do not lead by example. Honestly speaking, hey, I think did someone tell them that if you say I am sorry, the world will end? But you guys, it is so fun now that we are old. It is so fun growing up in an African home. There are a lot of stories around our African home and upbringing, but I'll be bringing you much more. Keep tuned and stay here right at Area TL, and it's been your village girl, your village champion. I feel it is fun growing up in an African home. Fun. If you grew up in one, you can testify, and please leave your feedback in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your upbringing was, and let us enjoy this together. And in case you just want to tell us about your growing up in African home, please just contact me and we shall just collab and bring these fun stories and moments together. And that is what makes us very disciplined as Africans. Generally, Africans are very disciplined. These other things you see are foreign cultures. They are not our culture. We are very disciplined naturally, like from the core, from the genes. We are disciplined people. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your girl, your champion, Karina TL, and see you right in another video. Ciao.